boys and girls. This is the week of September 14th through the 18th, and we are on day 2. Let's review what you're going to need today. Nameplate. Always work with our nameplate. Dry erase marker. We're going to need 2 crayons today. One is green and one is blue. So see if you can pull out 2 crayons. We're going to still be working with our rectangle worksheets. We have pages 44 and 45. The letter of the week, we have page 30 in a plastic sleeve. What letter is this? Do you remember? The letter I. I is also a word. Say, I am in preschool. Let's hear that. I am in preschool. This is the letter I. This is the small letter I. It's also a word, like I just said. I am in preschool. Good work. All right, I think we're ready to go. Only other thing I can think of that you really need is some Play-Doh. So welcome to all of you. Let's see who's here today. Let's do a little roll call. I think I'll shake up the names. Trayshawn. First letter, T. Elias. E. Elias. Evelyn. Evelyn. Letter E. Jax. What letter is that? J. Good job. Same as Jessa. Jessa. Letter J. Christopher. Letter C. Christopher. How about this one? Bennett. What letter is that? The letter B. Caitlin. I can hear you. C for Caitlin. Timmy. What letter is this? The letter T. We've already studied the letter T. Can you make a letter T with your hands? Let's see you do that. Go T for timeout, or for Timmy. Timeout is what you might see at a basketball game, and you see the officials doing that, going timeout, timeout. Here we have Owen. Owen. This is a vowel and says its own name. O for Owen. Hayden. What letter do we have here? H for Hayden. Love this letter. We have lots of students with this one. Kaylee. Letter K. Carson. Letter K. Kinley. Letter K. K again. E. Easton. Letter E. It says its own name. Easton. Now the letter I can also do that, like icicle. Let's pull out our big sheet on the letter I. I have it in a plastic sleeve so that we can use some Play-Doh on it. And we're going to get your Play-Doh out. Get a small amount and roll it like it's a snake. That's one of my favorite things to do. I think it's fun. And once you get it, you're going to press it so it sticks. Now the capital I has a little line across on the top and the bottom. So you're going to need a little more Play-Doh to make a line on the top and also a line on the bottom. Then I want you to show it to me. Put it on pause if you need a few extra seconds. I'll wait for you. You working hard? I. So you have the straight line down and a small one across on the top and the bottom. Letter I. Now the lowercase I still has a line, but what's neat about this is it has a dot on top. See how it has a small straight line? Now let's make a dot on top. A dot on top. You can roll your Play-Doh into a circle. Put it right on top. So you have capital I and small I. Uppercase I, lowercase I. Say I. I. Good job. Now we're going to look at some words that have I as their beginning letter. Bennett, do you remember what this is? It's called an iron. Iron. And what color is that? Let's see. Elias, can you help me out with the color? Say yellow. Yellow. Yellow like the sun. Okay, Evelyn, you're next. Can you tell me what we made yesterday with some cotton balls and some glue? Eskimos might make these and hang out in them or live in them. Do you know what that's called? It's called an igloo. Very good. Now how about Jessa? You might like to eat this on a hot day. It's called ice cream. Very good. Now let's see, Christopher, what flavor do you think that might be? Looks kind of brown, very sweet. I am guessing chocolate too. Caitlin, how about this? Might put it in a drink, put it in a cooler to keep things cold. It's called ice, very good. Or you could say ice cubes. And Timmy, see if you remember what this is. It could come out of a pen or a well, and you can write with it to make marks and letters. It's called ink. Very good. Thanks for helping out. Oh, and I'm going to see if you can remember what our shape of the week is. It looks very much like a door. See this? It has 4 sides. 2 sides are longer than the other. Let's count the 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sides. And it can be up and down like this and look very much like a door or a window, or you can have it this direction. What do you say, Owen? A rectangle? That's exactly right. Here's a big rectangle. You know, Band-Aids remind me of rectangles. They're kind of long like this, and then you can wrap them on a bobo. Now, we have a shape from last week, but before we do that, let's see if I can have Hayden tell me the color of my rectangles. Very good, it's green. See if you can find your green crayon. I'd like to see if you can find green. Many of you are doing a great job there. Yes, green is a great color. Tell me something that is green. Yep, grass. Grass is green. Unless it's wintertime and it's dormant and it turns kind of a brown color. Something else in nature, lots of things in nature are green. How about Kaylee? How about on trees? What do you find that you can see that you would find green on a tree? For sure, leaves. Leaves are green. Now let's go to our color blue. Here is blue. What's interesting is I have on a blue sweater, but it's a different shade. There are lots of shades of blue. You can have a navy blue, a dark blue like this, or you could have a sky blue. That kind of reminds me of the sky. So you can have different shades of blue, but it's all blue. Kind of even looks black, but this is blue. It's navy blue. This one's a great one. Kenley, tell me the color and the shape. Can you do both of them? It is pink for sure. Remember, I helped out yesterday saying a tricycle has 3 wheels and this has 3 angles. Let's count the points. 1, 2, 3. So it's called a triangle. Very good. Triangle. And Carson, last but not least, what do we have here? It is a red circle. Nice job. Our number of the week we're talking about, let's see if you can figure it out. 1, 2, 3. I can hear a few of you. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The number that's missing is 4. Let's see if you can write a 4. You can write this on a piece of paper. You go down, across, and down some more. Can you make a 4? Let's try another 4. Down, across, and down some more. There's a 4. We're going to count on our fingers to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Yesterday I showed you a trick. 1, 2, 3, 4. I counted to 4 using 2 hands. See if you can do that too. Today's lesson, I'm going to be reading something to you that I think you'll like. It's called Granny's Clan. This is a special kind of animal. It's black and it's white. Have any of you ever heard of what kind of animal this is? It starts with an O. It's called an orca. Say orca with me. Orca. This is an orca. In cold, dark waters, a tiny newborn struggles to breathe. Little one, I am here to help. Granny slips beneath her littlest great-grandchild with a gentle push. She lifts him to the surface. The baby opens his blowhole and takes his first breath. A new life begins. An old life continues. So orcas travel together in pods. We've talked about pods. We did that yesterday about beluga whales. And so do orcas. They travel together in groups. And now we have a brand new baby orca. Granny guides the baby to his mother, Samish. At his mother's side, the baby floats. They breathe and swim as one. Granny calls the family to welcome the newborn. Suttles meets her baby brother. Mako meets his baby cousin. Near Granny rises the huge wavy fin of her son, Ruffles. So they all have names in this book, don't they? One by one, each of the family surfaces to breathe. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Loud blasts of air and mist explode from each blowhole. They use blowholes just like dolphins, beluga whales. Here we have orcas. They're using blowholes to breathe. Voices of the family surround the little one with songs of the orca clan. Mothers and grandmothers, daughters and sons, brothers and sisters, uncles and aunts, grandsons, granddaughters gather to celebrate. The family travels on. They dive together, they rise together, they breathe together. They call to each other to keep the family together. We use words when we talk to each other. Orcas also communicate with each other, but they can make sounds, they can move their body, they do different things so they can tell each other what they need to tell each other, so they can communicate that way. A call from Granny brings young Suttles and Mako to her. Both want to learn to be great hunters of salmon. So that's what they like to eat in this book. They like to eat fish that are called salmon. With Granny's help, they learn to see outside and inside of shapes all around them. They scan swift current for echoes of salmon. They learn the sound of each salmon clan. A salmon darts out from the safety of the rock. Who will be first to catch it? In a great rush, Suttles dashes after the fish, But the swimming salmon slides out of her grasp into the waiting jaws of Mako. Bitten into, the fish is shared by the young hunters. So animals do have to eat to live, and they're helping each other eat. A lot of us eat together at a table. They're all eating in the ocean. Standing on the rocky shoreline, people of all ages sing to honor the orcas. Swimming along the rocky shoreline, orcas of all ages sing their songs to the people. With Suttles, Mako, and the family beside her, Granny sings songs of her orca clan. So she's making noises and singing to her young grandchildren. And we have voices from the sea mingle in harmony with voices from the land. To people and orcas, the gift of friendship returns. No longer do they fear one another. Now they sing songs together and they share the sea. What I love about this book is this was written by somebody who studied this specific pod of orcas. And they watched year after year what they did and how Granny led the group. And they did some research and they decided to write a story and draw pictures. So the person who writes the words is called the author. Can you say author? The author is Dr. Sally Hodson. And the person who drew the pictures is named Anne Jones. So this book is filled with beautiful pictures, and the pictures were made by Anne Jones, and then all the words were written by Sally Hodson. Very nice. Now I have something special for you. On page 26, here is a picture of a whale. I would like you to find your blue crayon, and you're going to color your own whale blue today. So pull out something to draw or color on, and you're going to fill in this whole whale, and you'll have your own whale you can put on the refrigerator or maybe somewhere in your bedroom. And then you can think about all the wonderful whales out there in the ocean and the story that I just read you. Now I'll have a link below this video that will have you go to a video also, because you'll be able to actually see real whales and what they're like and learn a lot from seeing a video of true animals in the wild. You can see what I'm doing. I'm coloring my whale blue. Are you doing that too? I like this picture because there's a big blowhole on the top of the head. Remember blowholes? They use those so they can breathe. So far we've talked about orcas today, the black and white ones. We talked about dolphins last week. We also talked about the big white ones. For some reason they remind me of a character from when I was a child called Casper the Friendly Ghost. I know some of your parents have probably heard of that one. It's from a long time ago. But that's what the beluga whale reminds me of, is Casper the Friendly Ghost. If you have time to look that up, you'd probably find that to be kind of a neat comparison, is a beluga whale and Casper. How does yours look? That didn't take too long. That was pretty fast, actually. Now look what we get to do next. We get to study our rectangles. You're going to pull out your sheet, pages 44 and 45. We're going to concentrate on just this page today. So take this out of the sleeve, which is page 44, and we're going to get our green crayon, and we're going to color each of these windows green. Before we do that, let's count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Some of you are ready for this, where you actually write the number 1. Do you see 1? 2, 3, and 4. Now we get to color each rectangle green. Remember, a rectangle has 4 sides. 2 of the 4 sides are longer than the other 2. And to me, they look very much like doors or windows, a rectangle. Take your time coloring. If you need to put the video on pause, feel free to do that. We're almost through. 4 windows. There are other parts on this page you're welcome to continue coloring, but that's all the time I have for us today. Show me your work. Very nice. It looks like some of you need a little more time, so feel free to put it on pause and finish up. And there is a video link below in the description box. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.